URL's Battle Rap Arena. Jesserican with URL's very own street star Norbs. It's Hip Hop Cycle on. What up, Norbs?
Yeah, chilling, man, chilling. It's been crazy today. We dropped the battle at midnight, the Charlie Clips versus X Factor. Also, we dropped the MC City vs. Big Cannon. For those of you that didn't see that, check that out. Both battles are crazy. Big Cannon had an amazing performance, but the big debate today seems to be the Charlie Clips and X Factor battle. It's kind of crazy. When I was at the event, a lot of the people were saying Charlie Clips won. When I was there, I felt it was really debatable. I thought X Factor went in. There was a lot of back and forth with X Factor coming out saying that he only went 9 minutes and this and that, which sounded crazy to me because he rapped for 17 minutes. And there's a lot of differences now that the footage is out, that now we can see what happened. And now argument about one guy went 21 and the other didn't, he went shorter. I think that's irrelevant now, for the fact that when I watched the battle, and every time of the battle was about 42 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Clips won about 21 minutes. X Factor won about 17. Clips had a little more reaction, so it kind of slowed him down. Plus, you had the idiot same thing. Mm-hmm. So it kind of evened out. They kind of rapped about the same amount of time. So I think it kind of leveled out the playing field. And basically, when people seen it back on camera, the people that weren't at the VIP event, I've seen people say X Factor won. I've seen people that were at the event now change their opinion. It's crazy. Like now, it's become I guess a classic. And I know you said about the 1-round battles and all that. This battle was actually a 3-round battle condensed into one. It could have been actually a 4-round battle as long as they went. So it was definitely worth the wait. People loved the battle, and the debate started. Who do you think won this battle? And this is what I need the fans to do, is start dialing these numbers, listening to the show, because we're going to get to you guys soon. But I got my guests today. I got a little panel of people that I speak to about these battles all the time. And I speak to them on the regular about who they feel wins. And I got my man Nate for Straight Stunt Magazine. Nate, say what up.
Yo, what's good, fam? Straight Stunt Magazine.
Welcome, Nate, to the show. We also got my other homie, PZ. PZ, what's up?
Hello,
What's good, PZ? Welcome to the show. I got my main man, my youngest son, John the Don.
John, I'm going to see John.
Oh, John's not there?
Oh, wait, matter of fact, here you go, right here.
Okay, we got my youngest boy, John the Don.
John, you there?
Well, he's not there, and I don't know. Maybe his mother put him to sleep early. Yeah. And then we also got my man Solo from the West Coast. So we got a West Coast judge. We got my man Dave Straight Sutton, he's from everywhere. And who else? We got Peasy from the West Coast. We got Peasy from the West Coast, Solo from the West Coast, and Nate, who's from New York, Midwest. I don't know where he's from. And hopefully if John comes back, you got Atlanta. So there's no bias with these panels. So nobody can say you picked a bunch of East Coast dudes, so Charlie Clips to win, or XO, picked a Midwest dudes. So it's pretty balanced. Everybody's pretty fair. So let's start off with the initial reaction to the battle. Actually, let's start off with Nate, since Nate was actually at the VIP event and was actually one of them who got to see the battle live and on camera. Nate, what you think about the battle?
Oh man, first off, being there, I was absolutely thrown I was just thrown back because it's a totally different experience. I've always only watched it on YouTube, as most people have, but I had the opportunity to be there in person for that particular event. Was my first actual URL Smack URL event, and all of the battles, by the way, that were on that card were incredible. But that particular battle seemed to take all of the energy from the crowd and just sucked it into that particular battle. Being there, man, Charlie absolutely took the crowd and had them under a spell. And I said that, but when X Factor got on in true veteran fashion, he was able to win their attention back. Now, if he didn't win the actual crowd back, he won their attention. And I thought that was great for him because, you know, I could tell, you know, we all could tell that the look on his face on the stage was like, you know, come on, man, this dude has been going on and on and on for almost over 20 minutes now. I don't have it like that. You know, I almost don't really have a chance. The crowd is already in his pocket. What, you know, like, come on, this is almost unfair. But when he started from start to finish, man, X Factor just in true veteran fashion showed his fucking ass. Period.
Okay.
You know, and then, you know, and flipped to last night, midnight, and I actually seen the battle today around 6 o'clock. And I was blown away because the battle was totally different on the video. Being there with all of that energy and all of us bugging out off the way that, you know, like just the standstill, you know, captivation that Charlie had with the crowd with us was crazy. But watching it on video was totally different, man. Like, he was more talking. Like, it kind of seemed like Charlie was really more talking than really focusing on bars to me. You know, when I actually watched in the video, and X Factor took more of the advantage with actually, you know, a bar breakdown, you know, versus really just on some OG just talking type shit, which is what I thought Charlie was doing mostly in the battle when I watched it on YouTube.
Okay. Now, let me get over to my main man, Solo, from the West Coast, Stockton. Solo, what was your take on the battle? Like, you know, like I said, Nate said he feels a little different. He hasn't given his decision yet, but he feels when he watched after watching it live and to watching it on YouTube, there was a big difference. What's your take on the situation? How do you think that battle broke down?
Well, I feel like people, you know, undervalue whole performances and they focus only on bars, which Charlie Clips actually had bars, you know, but he had everything else to go with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I feel like he, you know, I feel like Clips, you know, I feel like he was better than X, and he touched on every aspect of battling. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, like delivery, energy, charisma, presence, crowd control, you know, even complexities, you know, even simplex and direct. He even had punches, similes, metaphors, schemes, personals, comedy, and street. You know, I mean, he had everything that you could actually want in you know, in an actual battle. And in my opinion, he out-rapped them. He out-rapped and out-barred X Factor. I feel like he broke X Factor down to the point that his performance was dull and underwhelming. And and I feel like he was mentally distraught. I feel like X Factor was mentally distraught, and he didn't even want to continue rapping, and he was telling the crowd not to even cheer for him. You know, like that was crazy in my opinion. You know, you know, I feel like Charlie Clips' performance was, you know, more complete, and I feel like he outperformed X Factor that night. And I feel like he ultimately got the battle.
All right. So we heard from Solo. We got my man John the Don's back on. John, since you were also there, and you've seen it on YouTube, what are your take on that on the X Factor versus Charlie Clips?
It looks very different on camera. It looks a lot closer on camera, but I still think Clips won. I think just for the fact everybody was talking about it that was there was saying how Clips bodied them, and now it looks close on camera. People are actually saying X Factor won. But, you know, I think X is still top 5. It was a good battle, but I still think Clips won.
Okay, now I got my man Peasy Fresh in the building. Peasy. What was your take on it, man?
Man, when I seen it, I was like,
damn, this boy Clips is going off. You know, and then it seems like he definitely outperformed X Factor. I got to agree with Solo, and he kind of took the steam out of X Factor when he started. It took him a little couple bars to warm up, and then once he got in his zone, he started going. But what kind of threw me off is that Calico was lightweight coaching him and whispering in his ear when Clips was rapping. That kind of threw me off, so I gave it to Clips though.
Now, we have to make it an odd number. We're gonna have to use a personal retard, Jesserican. Jesse, what was your take on the battle, Jess?
Well, I want to say this too. Like, if you ever seen Clips battle in person, it's completely different than on camera. I mean, even though he still comes out winning on camera, I think, and it's debatable, I think, like, to capture, like, the true performance of Clips, you have to be there in person. Like, when you're there in person, his crowd control is incredible. Like, you can't even capture it on YouTube. So I thought he got bodied in person. I thought X Factor got bodied in person. But then, you know, when I saw the video, it's extremely debatable, but I still give it to Clips. But I just think, like, I think that Clips is one of those battlers where it's just not going to come out the same on video. This is the second time it happened. Like, you know, I was there with the Verb thing, and I thought he did great against Verb. And then when it came on video, like, even though this was a much better performance on video, it still took away a little bit from what Clips was there. But I still give it to Clips.
Now, this is an issue I have with this battle. After the battle, X Factor came out, and he kind of made a big deal about Clips rapping 21 minutes, which a lot of people got an uproar about, and it was kind of crazy. But now when the footage dropped, they almost rapped about the same amount of time. What do you guys feel about? Do you think that it kind of changes now your perception on the battle? Do you feel like it kind of evened it out? Because some people were saying at first, Clips rapped for 21 minutes and he rapped for 9. That's BS, this and that. Do you think it kind of leveled it out now? Because it's now 21 to about 17, 18 minutes. We can start off with Nate.
Definitely, that was one of the things that changed the battle. Watching it on YouTube is that the battle that seemed so long for Clips, it shortened it a lot because you were so, like, the reason why he was pausing so long was because everybody was bugging out. So when the crowd was done bugging out and he starts back rapping, the clock stopped in your mind and kept going. You know what I'm saying? But on video or vice versa, but on video, you know, it's like, okay, he's pausing throughout, or like he's paused so much in the battle to ask the crowd to wait, hold on, listen. He kept saying that so much that it really changed the time frame of the battle. Like 21 minutes didn't seem like 21 minutes at all. You know what I'm saying? And even there were moments where it got to become annoying. Like watching how long it was, I damn near watching it on video instead of, like, unlike when I've seen it in person, like, watching on video, I kind of was like, damn, like, I'll be glad when this shit is kind of over now because it really drug out.
That's my next question. Due to the fact that the pauses, since you weren't there live, and we still have the pauses in there, do you think that definitely changed the minds of people, too? Because if you watch the battle, X Factor kind of runs through it a little more than Charlie kind of pauses. Do you think that kind of affected how Charlie's battle looked on camera? And
you know what's funny is that when you watch the battle, Charlie actually says that to him. If you remember, during the battle, Charlie said to him, he whispered to him, like, you know, under the crowd's, like, excitement, was like, I'm not gonna watch what I do. Like, they're not gonna, like, I'm gonna basically, I forget how he said it, but he was like, I'm gonna watch how I control them. They're not gonna do that for me. Watch how I control them. Like, he was telling them, like, you don't know how to get them to quiet down. I know how to get them to quiet down. Watch what I do. Like, I can't remember when, like, what time period it was in the battle, but he actually, if y'all watch that battle again, you'll see, like, watch them interacting in between, you know, like the crowd bugging out, and you'll see Charlie actually say that. I mean, not Charlie, but you'll actually see X Factor say that to Charlie Clips, that watch how he has, you know, more control with the crowd to get them to quiet down and actually go back to listening and wanting to hear what he has to say next.
Okay. Let's go to Peasy. Let's go to Peasy. Peasy, what you thought about that?
I thought the timing on both of them was about even with the pauses, because if Clips would have rapped straight through, it would have been about 17 minutes with all the pauses, the dude falling out, him controlling the crowd. It made things seem longer for X Factor, and that's why he was getting kind of like upset, turning around, making faces, like, damn, he's still rapping and y'all letting him go. But then he rapped for, like you said, 17 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't see what the complaint was.
Yeah, me neither.
You know, in person, though, even in person, it felt like X Factor only rhymed for 9 minutes. Like, when X Factor said the 9-minute excuse, I believed him, and I was there in person. And so did everybody else that was there in person.
16 and some change. I got him.
16 and change?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can actually see X Factor, too, while he was rapping. You know, he whispered to Calico saying that the crowd is not messing with him when the crowd was actually cheering for him. You know, and that's the reason why. That's the reason why. That's the reason why I say, like, you know, Clips' performance, you know, kind of mentally damaged X Factor. Like, you know, it was crazy when he was telling the crowd not to cheer for him, though. Like, you know, I don't need that. I don't need that. Like, he didn't even finish his round at the end. Like, you know what I'm saying? They have no energy to say, you know, like, you know, the slogan.
Yeah, he just
sat on this, you know. Like,
yeah,
he
but
didn't
you know
want
what
to rap anymore. He was over there like, forget it.
You know what that comes from? That X Factor before the battle. All X Factor was talking about was the fact that the crowd, and a lot of the Midwest dudes say that. A lot of the people, you know what I'm saying, like whoever has it, which, you know, his last 2 battles were Midwest guys, and is about to be a third Midwest guy, and they all 3 say indirectly, directly, Twitter, whatever that, and in person that the crowd dick rides Charlie. Like, they all say that. In person, they all say that. Like, yo, the crowd, they be dick riding, they dick riding, they dick riding. And so when he told the crowd to, you know, nah, I don't want y'all cheers. Like, you know, like, y'all keep that. You know, I don't need y'all to cheer for me. He was really being an asshole towards the crowd. Purposely being an asshole towards the crowd, because he already went in feeling like, yo, y'all gonna kiss his ass anyway. And I mean, but you know, Charlie did his thing, man. His performance brought that reaction out of the crowd. Like, you know, it's no fault. It's no fault of his own. I mean, shit, that's just the reaction he got from the crowd. It wasn't no dick riding. It was just his performance.
Yeah, you're right, and that's the reason why I say, like, you know, when you're performing, like, a lot of people make the mistake of performing just for YouTube rather than pleasing the crowd. Like, the crowd, this is like, you know what I'm saying, like, the people, you know, they go out there to see you, and you know what I'm saying, this is not no Waka Flocka or Gucci Mane or whoever else, you know what I'm saying, that you have, like, songs out there that they memorize, and they, you know, they find an interest in that song and go to the, the concert or whatever the case may be. Memorizing the song and singing along. They're blinded by the actual performance. So, you know what I'm saying, they're just looking to be entertained. You know, so when you over there rapping complex to the point that they don't understand, you know what I'm saying, they're not going to cheer. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you call a feed to the crowd, you know, Charlie Clips feeds to the crowd. You know what I'm saying? He has, and that's the thing about MCing as well. You know what I'm saying? You have to cater to the crowd in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to cater to the YouTube viewers. You cater to the crowd in front of you. And that's the one thing that people need to understand, in my opinion. All right. You know, when it comes out of singing. Oh, go ahead.
I want to get John John's take on that situation. John, what you thought about now that the time is actually evened out now? What was your take on that?
What, the timing?
Yeah, because remember the X's big thing was after the battle, it seemed as if a lot of people thought that it was unfair that he rapped longer. Everybody made a big deal of clips rapping 1 minute, but they actually kind of rapped about the same amount of time. Do you think people are looking at the battle now differently because of that?
I mean, not really. I just think that, like, it seemed like Clips rap longer and X Factor rap shorter because, to be honest, it looked like Clips caught a body. So what nobody was really paying attention to what X Factor was really saying or how long he was going. Now that it's on camera, people see that X Factor went longer than they expected because the whole big speculation was Clips rap for such and such minutes. But he didn't really rap that much longer than X Factor, and the footage show it. But, you know what I'm saying, I don't think that really changed anything, though.
Yeah, but that speculation also comes from X Factor himself. X Factor came on the show and said, I only rhyme for 9 minutes.
Yeah, I was expecting a completely different battle.
Now, also, this is a big question. Now that you've finally seen the battle, and I'm going to get to who you guys thought won, does it change now your opinion on the Charlie Clips Big T battle? Because a lot of people on Twitter are now saying it's starting to seem like Big T's starting to become the favorite now, due to the fact that maybe his performance against Tsunami Surf, and due to the fact that X Factor made it more of a fight than what people led to believe, or people thought it was. People's opinion on Big T's Charlie Clips battle has actually altered. Let's start off with John John this time. John John, do you think it's changing people's opinions on that battle coming up?
I mean, every battle Clips have, he's like the underdog, but not at the same time. It's like after the A-Verb battle, when people heard he was battling X Factor, they were saying X Factor was going to kill him. It's like it don't matter what Clips does, he always gets slept on, and that's just motivation for him to go crazy. Like, I just think he's going to pull off a performance versus Big T that nobody's never seen before, just like he pulled the performance versus X Factor that was not nowhere near the performance he had against A-Verb. So, you know what I'm saying? I just think I think Clips exceeds expectations every time. And I think they're going to sleep on him, and he's going to get in there and fuck Big T up.
Okay. Peasy.
It's the word.
Peasy, do you think does that battle change your opinion on the battle coming up now with Big T and Charlie Clips? A lot of people on Twitter seem to have now kind of started to think about that battle differently. And it looks like now Big T's starting to gain a little more fanfare, and people starting to say possibly that Big T has a really good chance or is favored to win that battle against Charlie Clips.
It definitely did change my opinion. Because, like, I talked to Big T last night, and I told him what I thought, and I told him that I think he could beat Clips. I've seen some weaknesses in Clips, and I think he could beat B. I think Big T can win, to be honest. That's just my honest opinion. But it definitely changed how I felt after seeing the footage.
Okay, Nate, what you think?
Well, the funny thing is, when I'm listening to Peasy talk and the way his analogy on the his breakdown of Clips' battles, it made me think about Mayweather, and when Mayweather had problems with what we was talking about last week, and the first time people ever seen him have a problem in the ring, they thought they saw weaknesses in him, and it's like it's gonna be. I think it's kind of like the same thing for Charlie. Like he's so dominant. Like he dominated Tay, Rock. He dominated A-Verb. He looked, at the battles, he looked to have dominated X. And, he goes up against Big T with an undefeated record. And, it's probably going to, John said that he's going to have a performance of a lifetime. And I think he was as well. I think he will as well. Earlier I said that I just think that I'm glad that this battle made it look like a more even match between him and Big T versus everybody saying Charlie from the talk and the buzz on Twitter and the buzz on all of the battle rappers saying that, and all of the fans saying, the buzz was that he murdered him. I was glad that they said it was going to be more of an even fight, but I think that his performance is going to be just like, the bigger Mayweather's fights become, the bigger the stage becomes for him, and the more you see him come out to perform on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? When he fought De La Hoya, when he fought a guy like everybody, it's just the same way about when he said about Charlie, like Mayweather was the same way. You know what I'm saying? He was like John said, Mayweather was actually the underdog to all of those fights. All his major fights, he was the underdog. You know what I'm saying? But people also looked for him to win, though. But he was actually the underdog in those fights. You know what I'm saying? Against Hatton, underdog. But this ain't about boxing. But it's it's funny, like, to make the comparisons with Charlie, but I kind of look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? That it's kind of the same matchup.
All right, Solo, what's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I go off that boxing point, and I feel like, Clips is just like Mayweather, that he won so much that people want him to lose. Like, no matter what he does, like John said, like, no matter what he does, people want him to lose no matter what. They said he body Verb, they're watching on camera, they said, oh, man, it's whatever. They didn't really give him the respect he deserved. He, he battled X Factor. I feel like he had a tremendous performance. And people are still sleeping on Charlie Clips. Like, Like, so they're giving it, more of an edge to Big T. I think that, they're not really giving it to Big T. They just want Charlie Clips to lose. I think they want, yeah, I feel like, but I overall feel like Charlie Clips is going to win. I feel like he's going to dominate the crowd, and it's going to be just like how it was with X Factor. Then be like, oh, Bayou, I'm like, oh, man, let me wait until it comes on camera. People going to look for reason to give it to Big T or, whatever the case may be. But I feel like, like John said, and they said, I feel like Charlie Clips is going to have one of the best performances.
Now, you said something that kind of struck me odd. You said he's going to be able to control the crowd. Now, remember, this battle is in Chicago. You think now that Charlie is going to be in Chicago, that he'll be able to dictate the crowd the same way he's done in New York, especially that it's a home game for Big T. And you did say that people do want to see Charlie lose. Do you think the fans are going to cheer for him to lose? I mean, what do you think? That's
the thing that I'm not sure of. You know what I'm saying? Because the fans might, but at the same time, he knows how to control the crowd really well. He's a great performer. You know what I mean? And he caters to the crowd with the bars that he delivers. So they get it right away, like boom, 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 whatever he's saying, they're going with it. Like, it's like they're forcing him to. It's like he's forcing the crowd to react with it. You know what I mean? And then you have Big T that's more complex. You know what I'm saying? That might not get that big of a crowd reaction. You know what I'm saying? And it's going. I feel like it's gonna look like probably a body on live, but they're probably gonna see it on camera. It's probably gonna look like it's debatable, just like the X Factor.
So, give the one. Who did you think won that battle? We're gonna go around the table since we're solo right now. Who do you think won?
Who I think won out? X Factor and Charlie Clips?
Yes.
I thought Charlie Clips won.
Okay. Easy. Who did you think won?
I got Clips winning that.
Okay, Nate. Who did you think won?
Well, at the event, I had Clips, and on YouTube, I had it a tie with almost really giving X more of a slight edge on YouTube, but I gave it to Clips clearly with being there and seeing it and hearing it and feeling it.
Now that you've seen it, and you overall,
now that I've seen it, now that I've seen it live, it was closer, and I slightly I may say I slightly gave X, gave it to X. If not a tie, I slightly gave it to X.
Okay, so you gave it to X. John, who do you think you gave it to?
Who? Out of what?
Who do you think won that battle?
Out of who?
Clips
and yeah, I said Clips already.
Okay. And I'm going to go to the show's retard. Jesse, who do you think won that battle?
Charlie Clips. This is a big Charlie Clips.
Charlie Clips. So we got five. We got.
With that being said,
four.
I haven't. Yeah, go ahead.
What were you saying? You talk.
No, I haven't actually decided yet on Big T versus Clips. The YouTube
We're not talking
video
about that. This is why we call you the show retard. We asked you about
no, you didn't go to me on that question, so I had to get my opinion out. I think Big T actually does stand a chance in Chicago, but Charlie Clips, go ahead.
So Charlie Clips beat X-Factor just that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 4-1. I'm not going to give my vote because I don't want to get two phone calls. So let's get this question from the fans. I can't. It'll be a. Forget about it. But let's go to the fans, see what they talk about.
I know Hip Hop Psycho actually wanted to say his opinion on that. Who was it?
Oh, all right, yeah, Psycho. Do you think?
Oh yeah, well, I just wanted to say, like, you know, you stole my thunder a little bit with the whole time limit thing. I wanted to say how when I first went into watching the battle, I originally thought X Factor only spit for like 9 minutes. And then I saw he spit for like 16 and some change. And Charlie went for like 20-something, I want to say like 24. But like 4 minutes was like pretty much just him pausing and trying to like calm the crowd down, and everybody forgot that the guy passed out in the back. That had to take up mad time. So I know a lot of people probably, you know, like that was actually there. That probably made it seem like he was spitting even longer than what he actually did. And it's like, that's the problem with these one-round battles. It's like when you got a one-round unlimited battle, you're going to have somebody who's going to spit longer than the next man. I mean, it's an unlimited round. I mean, somebody's going to have more bars than the other one. I mean, if you go look throughout all the rest of these one-round battles all on YouTube, somebody's spitting longer than the next man. So, I mean, the way I see it, if you're a real MC, you should have some extra bars in your pocket anyway, just in case a scenario like that happens.
And you should do 3 rounds. Right, John?
Look at John over there. I seen him on Twitter like, man, if it's not 1 round, if it's not 3 rounds, man, forget that. I ain't going to cheat my fans.
I hate that 1 round shit, my nigga. I'm not going to lie. I hate that 1 round shit. And that's coming from a nigga that did a lot of 1 rounds. Like, I'm known. Like, I got my most recognition off of 1 round battles, but I hate them shits, man. Like, you can't really decide a clear winner on 1 round.
Yeah, I'm saying. You're right about that. But in this case, with Clips and X Factor, I think that was just 3 rounds in 1, in my opinion. So I could give my personal opinion on it because I think it was enough material, although I would have liked to see a round, and I don't ever want to see a 1 round battle that long. But, you know, it is what it is. But let's get to the. I know the fans got some questions. They want to give their part. So let's go to the fans.
All right, 215, you on there?
Yeah.
What's going on?
What's up? What's up, Pete? What's going on with you? Chilling, bro.
Huh?
Yeah.
You have an opinion on?
Yeah, my opinion was I gave it the Clips. I think X Factor performance was very dry. His performance was like Calico versus Arsenal. He was too laid back, too dry. He was like talking his bars out. And he wasn't aggressive like how Clips was. That's why I think he came up short. That's why I think Clips edged him in that battle.
All right, thanks for calling in, man. Next caller.
All right. 262, you on here?
What's up?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up, y'all? John, TZ, Norbs, Rican, how y'all doing? When I first watched the battle, like in my honest opinion, I couldn't call it. Like I know, you know, it had the whole controversy about Clips going for 21 minutes and X had 9. But, you know, after I watched it, Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. You there?
Oh, okay. I'm here. I thought the phone dropped. Yeah, I was saying that after I watched it, you know, and my first thought was it was a tie because, you know, I'm sure John know, anytime you're a battle rapper and you're going on the road to somebody else's hometown, it always takes more effort or bars, whatever, to win the crowd over, especially going to New York. Because New York is known for being, I guess, might be for whatever reason, especially when it's Charlie that they shit for. So I thought that once you consider that, you know, going to New York, having to deal with the crowd, and, you know, I thought he put a great performance. I don't know what the first caller was talking about, saying his performance was dry. I thought X did him. You know, X was funny. He had jokes. You know, he had bars. He was witty. I thought X did everything that he's known to do. Just like Clips did. Clips was funny. He had his jokes. He had his performance. His performance was great. Just like I thought X's was great. So I don't see how some people say that, you know, the crowd or whatever threw X off his game. Like the reason X Factor said, I don't need that like cheering because he thought, you know, they was hating from the jump. So once X was spitting and he said something hot, like he was like, well, don't try to cheer for me now because y'all wasn't trying to cheer for me in the beginning. You know, he had to work that crowd over to his side. And that's why I feel like, you know,
hold on. Not to cut you off, but that's what struck me odd. Because when he did that, he never rapped. How can you say don't cheer for me now when you didn't cheer for me before? Maybe you just started rapping. Like, I didn't get that part, to be honest with you.
I think he said that because when Clips was rapping, I guess he felt like the crowd was overhyping Clips' bars. Like, I thought he felt like they was oohing and ahhing for everything that Clips said. So I guess in his mind, you know, he thought that they were starting to doing a little favoritism before he even got to rap. And then once he did start to rap, I don't think he got as much love in the beginning of his round as he did once he started progressing into his round.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in, brother. I appreciate it. Hey, Psycho, whoever's making it, you have to mute that because it's not sounding good on the show.
Okay, Charles.
Yo, no.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it out.
Bro, I think we forgetting about something. I think we should also ask the fans how they feel about the Big Cannon and M City battle. I don't want to block that out like that didn't happen.
I'm going to do a whole show on that as well. I'm going to dedicate a whole show to that instead of just doing it right now like that. So I will talk about that tomorrow.
All right, cool.
But, you know, Big Cannon's on the line. I hear him chewing. He's probably eating a burger or something. I know he's in there somewhere. But, no, we're going to do the M City versus Big Cannon tomorrow. I want to tune in. So let's go to the next question.
All right. 720, you on there?
Yeah, what's good? Y'all can hear me? What up, Norris? What up, y'all?
Yeah, what's good, boy?
I think X Factor took that battle with him and Clips. I just think his performance was more just professional, like just on some veteran shit. But I actually got a question for John. You still there, John?
Yeah, Junior's there. I'm falling asleep at 2 o'clock, so he's still up.
Oh, shit. All right, well, funny. Maybe Norris can answer. I was thinking about John, you know, a lot of niggas ain't giving him that top tier respect that I think he deserves. I really want to see him and Young Ill, but niggas think he don't deserve that yet. So how about John and Calico? So you can get that top tier respect. What you think about that, man?
I'm gonna kill Calico.
What up, Chicago?
I'm hoping he squashed this 1 round shit, 'cause that shit whack. But either way it go, you know.
That's what's up. All right. That's the only questions I have for right now.
All right, thanks, brother. Thanks for calling. Let's go to the next caller.
All right. 248, you on there?
Yeah, I'm on here.
248, we got.
You hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
You think one?
Yeah, this Mr. 1000 from Twitter, man. Yeah, man, I think I think it was a lot closer than what everybody was saying before the battle came out. What you say?
No, I said I definitely agree with you.
Yeah. John, it's me from the other night. I was wilding, wasn't I? Yeah, but
was good.
yeah, this Mr. 1000 from the other night, man. Yeah, but I was wilding on the other show, but yeah, man. I think Clips got it though, cause you know Clips just got that stage presence. He got the comedy, and that nigga just can flow straight up. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. And
like I said before, man, I think Calico got a rough night with John John. That's just real talk.
Cause you're a smart nigga, my nigga. That's all that is.
I mean, I ain't trying to be funny. Whoever else on here, that ain't a good matchup for Calico. That's just my opinion, and I'm a Calico fan. So, all right, I'm out.
All right, good. Thanks for calling in, brother. Let's go to the next caller.
All right, 773, you on there?
Yeah, what up? I had to say about that.
Big one to battle.
I think I had to give it to X Factor for the simple fact that it was a road game, and by being, a road game, he still came out and did his thing. Charlie Clips, he had the fans jocking him from as soon as he started rapping. So it wasn't like he had to do a whole lot of work. He could have basically said almost anything, and they was cheering for him. X Factor, he had to come from a low point.
You think the crowd was biased? I don't think the crowd was biased, to be honest with you. I don't agree with that.
I think Clips had more fans in the crowd than X Factor.
I don't know why YouTube viewers get so caught up in what the crowd is doing at these events.
And can I say something else also? And as far as the Big T and Charlie Clips, I think Big T is gonna beat him because he's coming to Chicago, and Charlie Clips has never had a road game, and he's gonna have to win the crowd over in Chicago because everybody's already fucking with Big T. And as far as bars, I think Big T can outdo him on the bars.
Okay, I respect that.
Where are you from?
Midwest.
All right. 410, you on there?
You know what's funny? The last call, I kept thinking he kept saying road game. That X Factor needed a road game because he has a bad receiving hairline. That's what I thought he was saying. But,
Yo, y'all here?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up, brother?
Yeah, I think X Factor won. First, I watched it twice. First, I thought Charlie Clips won, and I was really caught up in the hype of the crowd too. But then when I watched it the second time, I really took my time and listened to everything bar for bar. I was almost on the floor of some of the stuff X Factor was saying, and a lot of his bars got slept on because of the crowd. And I ain't gonna lie, Charlie Clips a beast. I think he one of the best. But people do overhype. Like he say anything sometimes. They be like, oh, I'm like, come on, it wasn't that serious.
Which line? Which line are you talking about that he said?
I can't that battle was so long. I can't remember a particular line. But, I know it was a couple of times, and I was like, that wasn't all that for the crowd to go crazy like that. The X Factor say something real crazy, and they'll go crazy a little bit, but not like they was going for Charlie Clips. I think X Factor, bar for bar, I think Charlie Clips outperformed them, but I think X Factor won bar for bar. So, all depending on what you like.
I definitely respect that, man. I don't understand what everybody's talking about the crowd. I don't think the crowd was biased at all. I seen the crowd cheering him.
I agree.
I think X Factor thought the crowd wasn't gonna fuck with him, and I thought the fact that Clips went on for the 21 minutes, it did fluster him, and I think people.
He was on defensive.
Yeah, he was kind of defensive. He was actually arguing with the crowd. So, I mean, I can't say the crowd really affected it, although I can't say that, New York does love Charlie Clips.
But what a lot of people don't understand that they'll be at these events is it's also a performance as well as the bars. And when you're watching it on YouTube, you more focused on what the bars is, and at the event, it's more, the performance means something, and the crowd is more into the performance too aspect of it than the YouTube crowd is. That's why they don't understand it. They gotta actually come to one of these events and see what's going on.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, I think a lot of people are downplaying that's what Charlie Clips was saying because he was home. And I don't agree with that, because when you're saying, okay, he outperformed them, or the crowd was riding with him, that's why. I mean, he was saying some shit. In my opinion, I thought that a PlayStation control line was crazy. Told me insane. I thought that was dope. I thought the X Factor line went on. He says, with the waist around shit, I thought that was hot. I thought they both had some shit. I don't really think the crowd really affected it, to be honest with you. I think by X Factor stating that the crowd was biased, I think that kind of stuck in people's heads. But I mean, I don't see the crowd disrupting his performance. I just really think he expected the crowd
to do that, and I think he kind of.
And on top of that, he told us not to cheer for him. So I mean, like how, you know.
And he called them all a bunch of dick riders. I mean,
yeah, I didn't get that. And I don't know. It definitely wasn't an Averb situation. I'll tell you that. That definitely wasn't.
No.
But let's go to the next caller.
All right, 863, you on there?
Yeah, what up?
What's going on? What's up?
What's good? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yo, no, what's good? Is Deadpool?
What's good, Deadpool, my Latin brother?
Chilling. Basically, my opinion on the battle, I mean, I saw it 3 times. I still think Clips won, but from the gate, I was going off what John was saying. Like, I remember when he was tweeting, like, the day of the battle, how Clips was killing that nigga. So I went in watching it, thinking it was a complete Averb slaughter, but it wasn't that serious on cam as far as I saw it. But the battle was alright, but I'm not gonna lie, I fell asleep like twice. That shit was way too long. Like it didn't really grasp my attention how I thought it would. Like I was mad hyped for that battle, but it wasn't that serious.
So you must have been one of the 3 dislikes off that battle.
Nah, I didn't dislike that. I saw it on the Xbox. I can't even dislike it from the Xbox.
No, I feel you. I mean, I enjoyed the battle. I thought they both performed really well. I thought it was a good performance. I just wish I could have cut the rounds 1, 2, 3 because it kind of gives you that whole Rocky feel. You're going back and forth. That's the one negative I have with the battle. In terms of both of them, they bring it, man. Like, X Factor was saying some shit. Like,
yeah, he
was
definitely was.
Shit. I just, like Solo brought up earlier, Solo said he showed that Charlie Clips got under his skin, and he got flustered. That's the one thing that I think Charlie accomplished, but it was more, I think, X Factor that let that happen. I think it's a debatable battle, in my opinion. I thought it was a great battle. I just wish it would have broke it down. But, you know, I definitely respect that opinion. Let's go to the next caller.
All right.
John.
347, you on there?
Yeah,
Yo.
I'm here. Hold on, John. Tell your mother to keep the pork chops in the microwave. I'm going to be home a little late. But let's go to the next.
Your grandmother got the plate ready. Don't worry. Junior.
Yo. Yeah, 347, you there?
Yeah, y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yo, what up? It's hype. Yo, first and foremost, free my nigga Hollow and shout out to my out-of-town boys. But, yo, I was there at the battle, you know what I'm saying? That was my first URL event. And I think the thing is, yo, no matter what Charlie Clips does, you know what I'm saying, he wins his battles, but he loses at the same time, yo, because they don't give him his credit. You know what I'm saying? He had, you know, crazy performance against Tay-Rock. He set the bar so high that everybody expects to see the same, you know, outcome. You know what I'm saying? I still think Clips, you know, beat X or whatnot, but the thing is, X telling the crowd, you know, don't cheer for me, this and that. That looked dumb. And don't start saying that the crowd is biased, my nigga, because what happened with Rich and, you know what I'm saying, Rich and X in Detroit, and on top of that, like the Detroit crowd, we could say the Detroit crowd was biased, and then they flipped on their own dude, you know what I'm saying? So I hate when people use that as an excuse, you know, like X Factor beat himself, you know, point blank period. He beat himself, you know what I'm saying, because before the battle even dropped, you know, he was complaining and this and that. Like, I don't take nothing away from X Factor. You know, Duke is spitting everything, but it's just like, yo, it looks different on the footage. You know, that's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was at the battle, I thought Clips, you know what I'm saying, it was a body. But when you see, you know, when you see it on cam, it's a different outcome. But, like, I hate that whole bias.
What do you think about the camera? What do you think about playing it on YouTube? Who did you give the win to?
No, I still gave it to Clips. I still, you know what I'm saying, I still think Clips won. It's just, you know, it does look closer. I feel like, you know, how you were saying, is like, you know, you got to be there, you know, to see Charlie Clips perform. Because when it looks on camera, it kind of looks dull, like, you know what I'm saying? And then with, you know, the crowd going crazy, too, and then, you know, him having to pause and everything, it just, you know, it took away from it. But like I said, I still think Clips won, you know, hands down. But people, you know, don't want to give him credit. They always want to take everything away from him, that he's going to get killed, this and that. And then when, you know what I'm saying, when he beats, you know, you know, the fan favorite or whoever somebody was going for, they always want to use the crowd was biased and this and that. Like, I'm tired of hearing that shit, yo.
Like, yo, if you lose, take it out like a man, yo. That's it, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. But you know, everybody wants to blame shit on the crowd. You know, you need the crowd. The fans, you know, they paid money to see. You know what I'm saying? To see a performance, to see a battle, and then when you tell the crowd, oh, you know, nah, I don't need you to cheer for me. Then what? You know what I'm saying? But that's what I want to say. I just want to get up. Yeah. But no,
good looking on the phone, brother. Yeah, what's up?
Hello, 414, we on the air?
Yeah, well, who's in your nerves?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, yo, so I don't know what these other niggas I'm looking at. Shout out to everybody on the phone. Yeah, X Factor won that. I mean, if you want me to go bar from bar, I mean, I can go from, like, Clips is amazing, right? I'm not taking nothing away from Clips. Clips' angle was so stupid. It's not going to work for the rest of his battles, especially in Chicago, because I'm going to be there. And when one black line, he's getting booed. I'm fucking up hard RL footage. Y'all going to hear me out about that shit. If Clips say one white line. But Clips is amazing because, like, he used that angle to try to snatch that shit away from, you know what I'm saying, with the coin toss or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I still get with X Factor. People say, I don't know, that first nigga, 215, he said that X Factor was dry. When he first came, the first thing he did was the DNA. You can see DNA and Charlie Clips. That shit was crazy. So that's what I give it to. And Jonathan, you don't want no problems with Calico, my nigga. You gotta stay humble, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
I ain't mad at that. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like, I thought that battle was crazy, man. Like, I thought it was a good battle. I just think a lot of people, I think Charlie Clips' legend is probably his worst enemy. I think a lot of people hate the fact that people think Charlie Clips is the best, and there's some people that just, you know, to go back to what Nate said with the whole Floyd Mayweather shit, people want to see Floyd lose. Some people say, and that actually takes away from the greatness of Floyd, because so many people will be like, oh, Floyd's not even that great. He's this, he's that. They point out all the bad things, but they don't recognize the fact that you could say he's not the biggest puncher of all time, or he's done this and that, but at the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact that he is undefeated, and you know, he's great at what he does. And I think Charlie Clips' legend is actually hurting him at this point. And I think a lot of people want to see him get punched in the mouth. That and then with X Factor, I thought X Factor had a hell of a performance, and I definitely agree. It's a definitely debatable battle. But it just seems that every time Charlie Clips has a battle, there's always some type of controversy around it, and I definitely
nobody gets their battles picked apart more than him.
Yeah, it's funny. And then I think the controversy kind of hurts. It kind of hurts him. When he battled Tay-Rock, he had a major performance. People said Tay-Rock was whatever. When he battled Verb, he put on an amazing performance. You know, the whole thing that, you know, with Verb going out and doing what he did or whatever, it kind of hurt that thing. And then the same thing happened with the X Factor situation. So I think a lot of people, you know, I can understand why Clips gets frustrated, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the majority of people love this battle, and that's what I think people want to see. They want to see Clips in a fight, and he got a fight. He tried to put up a fight, and a lot of people arguably say he won. So, you know, you're seeing it. I just wish it was in a format where it was going back and forth, where Clips hit him with a haymaker, and X responded, because after that round, to me that was just one long round. I wanted to see a second round, see how Clips responds to what X Factor said, and X Factor responds to what Clips said, and that's the one negative I have about the battle. But they performed, and you know, maybe down the line maybe they could do it again. So I definitely it got me hyped to go see the Big T versus Clips battle. I want to see that battle. I want to
especially watching interaction between them two during the Clips battle, the X Factor.
Yeah, that the Clips and then Big T battle, there's a couple things that stand out to me that make me want to see that battle. Everybody says Charlie and the New York crowd dicklides Charlie. Now Charlie's out of his environment. He's going to be in Chicago. Now, if Charlie puts on that same type of performance in Chicago and goes ham the way he does, now what can you say? You know what I mean? So it's a big test for Charlie because there's going to be a lot of people that want to see Charlie lose.
He's going to have a lot of haters there.
Yeah, it's going to be because of his legend and the fact that people think Charlie is great, and he definitely deserves that, in my opinion. But I think there's going to be a lot of people in that building that if he's at 90%, are going to hate on him. So if Charlie doesn't turn it up to 150%, probably the best performance of his life, it might, that crowd might not give him the credit. And not taking up away from Chicago, but this is a different opportunity. The crowd's not going to bring up his bars like that. Mm-hmm. And then the Midwest is a different type of a crowd. So, you know, it's a lot of things that are getting interesting going into that Big T battle with Clips. So, you know, do you have any more callers or?
Yeah, definitely. 504, you on there?
New Orleans.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
What's good?
I know y'all talking about Clips and X Factor, but I have to get this off my chest. I can't wait till tomorrow because I know you all did say y'all were going to discuss the M-City and Big Cannon's battle, but I just have to say this.
You love Big Cannon, right? You called in during Big Cannon's episode. Go ahead.
Okay. Big Cannon battle was so crazy. It was crazy. It was ridiculous. And I really don't want to see him go against no more M-Cities. And this question goes for you, North. I want your undivided attention on this. When are you going to allow him to be able to battle the big dogs? Because he is a big dog. He needs to be up there battling against them. Me personally, and I'm pretty certain a lot of Big Cannon's fans would like to see him battle against the big dog. So when will you give him that opportunity and give the fans what they want?
I mean, I definitely, I think Big Cannon's willing to work. He's not looking for no shorts. And, you know, he just made his comeback for a long hiatus after that Slave Seller battle. So now that he's back in the fold, he's definitely in the plans. And, you know, I've spoken to Big Cannon numerous times within the last couple of weeks. So he's ready. He knows his next opponent. And I think his next opponent you guys are going to be satisfied with. And Big Cannon's on a mission. He's definitely focused, and it doesn't matter if it's a Midwest dude, a New York dude, a West Coast dude. Big Cannon wants the best. So definitely look out for that. Big Cannon is going to be battling some of the best of the best.
Because if you don't, I will be calling again, Norbs. And this time I'm going to be real upset.
I don't want no problem. I don't want no problem. But
I'm not going to give you no problems.
See, the good thing about Big Cannon, too, is, like, you know, all these guys ask for a lot of money. We just say Big Cannon and chicken, so it's not, it's not that bad. So we can get plenty of that.
Oh, no, not so much. You got to get your life. You don't want the angry fans to come attacking, I know it.
I love the fans. Don't even worry about it.
All right, y'all have a blessed night. All right, no problem.
Listen.
All right. 516, you on there?
Yo.
All right.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I definitely got clips on in this battle. I think X Factor was just, to call himself a vet, I think he was just too he wasn't professional enough. He was unprofessional. I really, like, that just put a bad taste in my mouth how unprofessional he was, like, talking while Clips was rapping, like, just how he whined after the battle. And if you go back to the blogs that he said, he was like, of course, he was like, I did my thing, but of course it's going to look like someone beat me if they rapped way longer than I did. In which, if you paid attention, it was similar. I don't know, I just feel he was so unprofessional. And I think Clips is going to, I don't think he's ever going to get beaten. I think he's going to be undefeated forever because he's one of those battle rappers that don't just say, okay, I'm good at this part.
like some battle rappers say, okay, punchlines is where I'm at. That's where I'm good at. He just try to deliver everything, and I think that's the reason why he's gonna be unbeaten forever. I don't think no one's gonna beat him. I think you're gonna have to get Ian Solomon or Mook to come out of retirement to battle.
Don't mention Mook because when you mention Mook, Jesse gets his spreadsheets wet. So you gotta be careful. Thanks for calling, buddy. Appreciate that. Actually, Psycho, we got my the sexy Miss Gracie somewhere on that line, so you got to find that Chicago area code. I think it's 720, if I'm not mistaken.
720.
It should be.
You got that?
I'm looking.
Say it right now.
I don't see it.
No, it's actually a 312 area code.
Okay. There we go. You there?
Is Miss Gracie there?
Hello?
It's my chocolate.
Yeah,
Hello?
Yes, Miss Gracie. So we know you want to give your opinion because you're texting me.
I don't even want to give my opinion. It took you niggas an hour to put me on the line.
Miss Gracie, what the fuck is your opinion?
No. First of all, I have a problem with the round table just being all niggas. Why is the round table all niggas?
Because you didn't pick up your phone earlier. And,
no, you didn't call me niggas.
It was Jesse's fault. The producer of the show is an idiot, so you gotta, you know.
Jesse better get his fucking life.
Oh, why? What do you want? You want on tomorrow's panel, the Big Cannon versus M City panel?
No. Regardless, I was gonna be on that regardless because that's my brother. But besides the fact, why was the round table all niggas, Jesse?
Listen, we're not here for that. Who the hell did you think won that battle? We don't care about the round table. Who do you think won that battle, Miss Gracie?
Between X and Clips, honestly, I feel like it was debatable. I felt like, I wasn't at the VIP event, but I have saw Clips battle live before when he battled Verb. I don't think Clips translate well back on camera. You actually have to be in the room with him. Like, he don't translate well back on camera, in my opinion. And I think that was, like, the most uncomfortable X Factor has ever been on the stage, like, ever. The crowd wasn't as responsive to X Factor as they were to Clips, which kind of brought X Factor momentum down, I think. But I think it was debatable. That's my understanding.
So, if you look at the victory right now, so if you had to pick one person, who would you give it to?
I would probably edge it slightly, like not even by a hair. I would probably slightly edge it to X Factor.
Wow. Okay. I ain't know that. We got a few X Factors on. So hang on, Miss Gracie. Don't leave. We got a couple more questions that we're gonna end the show with you dancing for us. Okay? So hang on. Let's go to the next caller.
All right. 414, you on there? Okay. 678, you on there?
Yo, hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Yo, shout out to the round table up there. Shout out to you too, Miss Gracie. I be seeing you on Twitter. I want to say,
don't be spoiled with my baby mama.
Come on, Norm. I give you compliments all the time, man. But anyway, like I was saying, I think with the X Factor and Charlie Clips, at first I was thinking Clips had just bodied him again, and I'm from Muskegon, Michigan. I'm from like that same area, so I was hoping I was riding for X, but and once again they said Clips had destroyed him, so I just accepted it this time. I didn't fight it like with the A-Verb situation. I just chalked it up. And I give Clips his props. At the same time, I feel like, even though, X, he probably shouldn't have said, don't cheer for me, but at the same time, he went in there with the attitude of, they about to dislike me anyway because they were getting hyped, but I can't say they were getting hyped because of some bullshit. Clips was spitting some bars. Like, he had some bars. Then when X went, X kind of like, he was giving it back to him, but they really wasn't going as hype as they were for Clips. But, I think with X Factor, with him being upset, he went into his bars. Like I liked his aggressive. He was pretty aggressive to me in that battle. Like I liked the way he came at Clips. Like with I hit him in the mouth, he spit his tooth out. Now you see DNA and Clips. I was like, man, he started off with a bang. But yeah, but I think he held his composure pretty well. But overall, I can't think. I say it's very debatable. Like Ms. Gracie, I thought it was a good one. I'm more mad that they didn't go 3, if anything.
Yeah.
I'm more mad that they didn't go.
Stay with it. I definitely wish they would have went 3 as well, man. I definitely agree with you on that.
No, is PZ Fresh still on the line?
Yeah, PZ.
Is he on there, PZ?
Yeah, what's good? Who's that?
Yeah, PZ, man. This is Mr. You on Twitter, man. Yo, I man, first of all, y'all can't be having drops on the show like that, man. I was rocking 2 shows. And then, it's real handpicked.
That guy. We're not talking about that.
Yeah, done that photo.
We don't talk about that psycho. Yeah, man.
All right.
I got you a restraint on it. It's crazy. I was with Tsunami Surf the other day. Check this out. And Surf actually had to get a freaking restraining order against us there. That's crazy. Guy showed up at his house. With flowers. Bro, you're a fan. You don't show up with flowers to Surf's house. They handed off the cradle with all types of crazy shit to the guy. So let's go to the next photo.
All right. 313, you on there?
313, Detroit.
What up, though? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, what up?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, I want to address, first of all, the time, but before that, I want to say, I'm one of them niggas, this is Ready Red 313. I'm one of them niggas who don't give a fuck about the crowd.
Oh, what up, man?
I got to watch it on YouTube because I'm a nigga on parole. I can't make it to all the events. But the time issue, X Factor said, on y'all show, y'all can go back and listen, he said, I prepared 10 or 12 minutes. Clips rap 21, right? That's 9 minutes. I see what North saying they rap the same amount of time, close to it, but if you pay attention to the actual footage, Clips rap like 24 and a half, and X Factor rap 16. That's still 8.5 minutes, so it's the same thing, whether it's 21 and 12 or 16 versus 24 and a half. It's still 9 minutes, 8.5, 8 minutes, whatever. Same thing.
Clips was pausing a whole lot more than X Factor, too.
And they both paused, no doubt. And people talking about the whole nigga passed out. It looked like Smack edited that out, so that wasn't even in the footage like that. The other thing, with people saying that X Factor said the crowd, he told the crowd, don't cheer for me. If you watch the footage, I watched it 4 times. If you watch the footage, X Factor actually didn't say that until it was 9 minutes to his verse. 9 minutes. Go back and watch it. I put this on everything. 9 minutes. This nigga said.
Watch it again when he says his swag's little faggy sauce, and he kind of looks at the crowd, he gets a little upset, and then he mentions it. But you see, that's what I was mentioning, that he gets upset.
No. Nobody really caught. I'm saying, if you catch that like 9 minute mark, when he was like, I don't need that shit. When he got hyped, when everybody heard it, it was like 9.5 minutes or 9 minute mark. That's when he said that. But me and myself, I give it to X Factor on the edge, and I fuck with Charlie Clips. I talked to him because I thought Tay-Rock was average. I thought he was trash against Verb. I thought him and Verb was trash. But I think he stepped it up a lot in this battle. The whole biased crowd, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. That shit's whack. I need to hear what you say. I think they both came with stage presence, all the qualities you need in a battle rapper. They both had them shits. So to me, it boiled down to bars. And I think X outbarred him, in my opinion. I think he outbarred him. You know, and another thing I want to say to you, Noah, is this. I know the battle's taking a long time to come out, so I don't be knowing if it's fighting natural. I was wondering, why don't the URL, because my people got sites where they do their own shit, why don't y'all just come with y'all URL site with y'all own, like, video linkage, and y'all can put the videos to your own page so they're going through YouTube, then y'all can charge for the advertising and really kill the game versus going through the pay-per-view, YouTube, and all that old dumbass shit, where people have to actually come to the URL site.
Yeah, I mean, we've come up with different things, but it ends up on YouTube anyway, to be honest. I was going to keep it real, like, take it and upload. It's got to be a different way that we can put it out there, but, you know, we're working on some ideas. You know what I mean? Definitely. So, you know, just stay tuned, but I appreciate the call, and I definitely I agree with a lot you said, man. It makes a lot of sense, to be honest.
Hey.
So the next caller. Do we have a lot of callers left? Because I am fucking tired.
Yeah, we got a lot of callers. 618, we on the 8? 618, yes.
Yeah, what up, y'all?
What's up, brother?
Hello?
Yeah, 618, what's up?
What up, y'all? This Villa, man, at Mr. City, man. Hey, the way I feel about this battle, man, I feel like after all that being said about how Clips wowed the crowd and all that, everybody's still saying X did his shit, which shows the mark of a veteran, man. You know what I'm saying? Can't throw him off his game. The man rapped for 20 minutes. They talking about unprofessional, how he was talking. Shit, you could have watched the episode of Martin in the time this nigga was rapping. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, on some real shit. 21 minutes is a long-ass time.
Yeah, but
no,
you don't think X Factor rap for about 17 minutes, bro? Like,
no, I'm just saying, he had to come back. He had to come back after Clips rap for that long. You know what I'm saying? You got to come back. You can't just rap for 9 minutes and say it's over, because then it is a bag. You can't even compete. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had to spit back for that minute. You know what I'm saying? But they both wowed out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing negative to say about the battle, except that shit was long as hell. But other than that, you know, they both wowed out, and the shit when Clips went into about the son was just, that shit should be illegal. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, it was a good-ass battle. You know what I'm saying? And I got to give it to X, though, because he survived. You know what I'm saying? He ran through an obstacle course and shit. We still giving him his props at the end. Can't say the same thing for Speedy, and he wasn't whack either.
Nah, most up. I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for the call.
And one more thing, what a lot of people forget about the whole Clips thing is also he was freestyling like the last 5 minutes of his round. It seemed like a lot of it was freestyle.
Yeah, and like I said, there's a lot of. And then when I spoke to Clips, it was funny. He was getting upset. If you watch the battle, he keeps stating to X Factor, "You gonna keep talking to my lines? You gonna keep talking?" And he was getting upset. X Factor was getting mad. He was talking through his raps, and it made Clips more motivated to go along. So there's a lot of things in that battle that they need to pay attention to. That probably made Clips want to go long. You know what I'm saying? So.
Mm-hmm.
Just tune into that, like I'm watching it, I'm seeing the facial expression, I'm seeing Calico kind of talking to Clips, and they're going back and forth, him talking to X Factor. So there was a lot of little things in that battle that you can go back and actually view. It's an interesting battle, to be honest. It's really interesting.
Oh yeah. All right, let's go to another caller. 719, you there? 719.
It's too late. Let's go to the next one.
719's not there. Let's take one more call, Norbs, or?
Just whatever. How many fans? We got a lot of fans still online. I'm willing to take calls.
We got enough. 202, you there?
Yeah, man, I'm in here. And in the north, what's good, man? I know you late as shit, man. Keep your ass up. Hey,
what's good, brother? What's good?
So seriously though, man, there was some good shit on that battle. Though I'm fucking with that. I ain't gonna lie, my man Charlie Clips bodied that. I ain't gonna lie. Styling on this nigga catching heart attacks and shit. Come on, dog. How can you pop this man, dog? That's all I'm saying. My man X Factor went in, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, my man Clip did his thing. What can I say?
I appreciate that.
Seriously, no. Don't let that nigga MC battle no more.
See, I thought him he got busy, man. I don't know. I think he got busy.
Don't let that nigga battle no more, no. For real, man. That shit was disappointing. I was disappointed, man. I can't dislike that thing enough.
Brother. Hey, you know what's funny about that battle? Everybody keeps bringing up the guy that had the heart attack. That shit was so funny. If you guys don't know who that is, that's actually the guy that runs Boom Boom TV. He's actually the guy that passed out on stage. The funniest.
He actually called in the show too.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I'm gonna get that footage from Smack, and I'm gonna put that out by myself. Just him passing out because it was the funniest moment. It's up there with DNA throwing up on Smack. I swear to God, it is.
I wish that footage was in the battle.
Oh my God, it's so funny. We gotta put out our follies. Seriously, go to the next one.
All right, 912, you on the air?
Hey, what up, man? It's Big Trav, man. What's going on?
What's good, bro?
What up, man?
Hey, man, I think a lot of people were saying it was a body bag until the footage came. And I think just because the battle was a little closer, they want to give the X factor, but I still think Clips won, even though it wasn't a body bag. But I think a lot of people got to understand just because it was closer than it was thought to be, that don't mean the other man won. It just means he ain't lose his bag. And we do need to kill the one-round battles, too, because they kind of messed it up. But I think Clips still beat him, even though it wasn't a body bag.
Well, I think the one round was more of an agreement between them than the Smack actual thing. I'm not sure. I can't speak on that.
Yeah, I know y'all ain't down with that.
All right, good looking, man. Go to the next phone.
All right, 773, you on there?
I'm the one that's tired.
Yo, what up?
I like to fall asleep. What's up, brother?
Hey, it seems like New York people are more biased towards Charlie Clips because if I look at his resume and I'm looking at X Factor's resume, only thing, I keep hearing the legend of Charlie Clips, legend, but he's only had like 3 battles. I don't get that.
Yeah, but you know what, though? Some of the people there weren't even from New York, and they witnessed Charlie Clips' performance, and they're some of the same people that are cheering. Some of the same people that went to Summer Madness weren't from New York, and you know, you can ask them about the legend of Clips. Like, it's just seeing Clips in person and seeing him on video is 2 different things, I'm telling you.
Only the New York people refer to him as a legend. Like, I don't hear anyone referring to him as a legend.
See, I totally disagree with you for 2 things. Because if Charlie Clips wasn't considered one of the greats or a legend, then a lot of the people in the Midwest that want to battle him wouldn't be so adamant about battling him. You can't say that and not give him his credit. Charlie Clips, regardless if you think he has 3 battles or whatever, I mean, before he battled, he was known in the industry with the whole ciphers and all that stuff. So, you know, I totally understand what you're saying in respect to, you know, he has his 3rd battle, whatever it is, and that people are calling him that. But you can't call Loaded Lux a legend and not put Charlie Clips one. And that's my opinion about that, you know.
Let's go to Miss Caller 720. You there?
Yeah, what's good? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah. Loud and clear.
Yeah, what up, Nerves? Hey, I just got a question. All I heard about the Big T and Clips card is X Factor and Verb. I wanted to know, is there any other confirmed battles for that card?
I mean, we got some battles that are confirmed. I just can't release it till the trailer comes out, man. You know what I mean? But just show up to Chicago. I'll be there with my wife, John John's mom. I don't even call her by her name. I just call her John John's mom. But we're gonna be out there. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be popping out there. And just be out in Chicago. Believe me, the card's gonna be crazy. We should be announcing the date. I think it could be as early as tomorrow or Thursday. So, you know, just stay tuned, brother.
Okay, cool, thanks. Hey, and Jesse, what's up? You about to battle again in Chicago or what? I like you got to murder somebody else, man. I've been hearing about you everywhere.
Yeah, the legend of Jesserican's almost becoming as big as the legend of Clips, but we'll see. I'll definitely be out in Chicago.
All right. Is he going to be in the building?
Yeah.
248, you on there?
248.
Hello, can you hear me?
Great.
Yeah,
what's up?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I give it to Clips, but I think some of his bars, you know, the crowd, I mean, a lot of people downplay the crowd, but I think it's a big part, you know, of the battles. Like the stuff you were saying about Big T, like, I mean, it was funny, but it wasn't that funny. Like, the crowd just wouldn't, he could have said anything and people would have went crazy. It's just,
So you don't
I
think when
looked
he
at it.
said Big T was wearing a fat Farm Nordica sweater, you don't think that was funny? You probably didn't see the sweater. That's
I mean, it was funny, but the crowd was going like, it's like, it's just whatever Clips would have said, you know what I'm saying, he would have got a standing ovation. That's how I feel. I mean, I feel like he edged it, but, you know, it's just, I don't know. Clips is a rare breed.
I disagree with you. I tend to disagree with you with the whole crowd making a big deal because, one, the crowd was minimized at the venue. We minimized the crowd for a reason because we didn't want it to be too packed. I think the crowd showed X Factor love. I think X was more frustrated with Charlie Clips going off that long and the crowd reaction he was getting as opposed to the crowd hating on X. And when you see Charlie perform live, it's a lot different. It's a whole thing you got to see. I really think people are playing the whole crowd thing way too much, and the New York crowd isn't that biased.
I just think that, like, when Mav got booed, I just think that was one in a lifetime, you know, events. I don't think he'll never get booed again. It's just, I mean, just some things happen, but the crowd to me is like almost 50% because it can make people run off stage. You know, it made DNA disappear. It actually affects, you know, the way people rap. It can make people not be as aggressive because they feel like the crowd is going to go against them. Like, it could really affect, like, these battle rappers. The crowd really could sway certain things. Like, if certain people are from New York, like if Verb is in St. Louis, it's like he's like Charlie Clips. But then if he goes to New York, it's like, who is this nigga?
If you say that, then you got to question the Math versus Averb battle when the crowd gave Averb a lot of love. So did that crowd particularly just say, okay, we're gonna fuck with Verb because he's battling Math, and now Verb against Clips? I don't think it's that. I mean, when Verb did what he did, you can't call a bunch of people condoms and dick suckers. That's just me personally.
You can't.
and I mean, X Factor, when he battled DNA, they booed DNA. So, I can't agree with that. Like, I think.
But so say if Clips.
Sorry, what you saying?
Yeah, like if Clips goes to Chicago, right, and he loses, then everybody, like, from New York can say, well, hey, he lost because he was in Chicago. Like, they'll just put that on.
But if Charlie Clips goes to Chicago and tells everybody that calls all them dick riders, do you think Chicago people going to show him love?
I mean, but that's my point, like, about just the crowd, period. It'll sway a whole debate just off of a crowd being there.
See, this is my thing with the crowd. Unless the crowd is disruptive and not letting a battler rap is a different story to them cheering on their dude. Like, it's going to happen. If you're judging a battle based on a crowd, then you're an idiot. That's just me personally.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, judge it based on what you're seeing as opposed to a crowd booing on them. Sometimes you might have that situation where Verb gets booed or Math gets booed. You got to really analyze what's happening, or whether it was the mics or it's a lot of things that go into these battles, and Charlie Clips can go into Chicago because as long as he does what he does, he can win. And the whole thing of the biases is crazy because, okay, Hitman Hollis from St. Louis. He's not from New Jersey, and he was in New York, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Newark, and they cheered on Hitman. So it's really about what you're bringing to the table. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of those Midwest guys, they get more love in New York. I mean, D-Magic is probably liked more in New York than he is in St. Louis. So, I think over here, since, maybe the fact that New York has had battle rap forever, I think they have more of an understanding as to what they look for as opposed to maybe some other states. But,
I give Clips like top 5, but I just think, nowadays one battle can destroy you. Like the thing with Mavs, it kind of put them back a little bit after the Calico thing. So I just think one battle, you could be up at the top, and then it could drop you, off of one battle. So I just think he should have at least 5. I would say at least 5. to be solidified a little bit.
I totally disagree with you with that because, I mean, how many people would jump at the chance of battle math or Averb? It doesn't destroy you. It doesn't do any of that. It's just really up to the individual what they're going to do. I think that's overrated. You know, I mean, Michael Jordan lost games in the regular season. Does that take away from his legacy? No, it doesn't. It is
I mean, he just didn't have the time to kind of taper off, to fall off yet. Like, if Bird would have had, like, stopped at the SB battle, people would say, oh, well, he just probably one of the greatest people ever. I just think people need time to taper off. You know, if you got 2 battles and just back out, it's like how Loaded Luck is. He needs more battles to be like, okay, he's been through wars where we could say he actually battled people. I mean, they're legends technically, but I mean, on paper, it's like anybody can have 2, 3 great battles and just be, you know, that's just not enough to, you know, a body of work.
But you could say that, but at the same time, then you got to go look at battlers that battled in an early Smack era or the Fight Club era. A lot of people, you got to give credit to the Fight Club era if you're going to give guys like Sestoris or guys like Ilmac credit for Swivel Jam. It's not their fault that their footage never came out. There's a sense, so it's tough to judge that. You know what I mean? When you've been hearing an individual's name for years, for multiple years, for 5, 6 years, and they've been putting in work, it is what it is. But I do agree with the fact that if maybe you have a few that are out on YouTube, it is what it is. But I don't know that, to be honest with you.
So if Lux comes back and say he loses to like a Calico or something, would he still be like a legend, or would he still be classified as top? One of the top people?
Let's be serious. You don't think Lux will be a draw anywhere? I think that's what it is. I mean, how do you judge wins and losses? There's going to be people that are going to say he's won. There's going to be people that say he lost. It's really on his draw. As long as his draw stays at a certain level, then he's a legend and he wins. You know what I'm saying? It's like Jin. I think I'm not a fan of Jin at all, but I consider him a legend. Even though, you know, I think he's lost a few of his battles, but it's really what they've done at the time. But I do agree somewhat with the whole Lux situation and the fact that he hasn't really had battles. I definitely agree with that, but I can't agree with everybody.
All right, we'll take one more caller. Only 3 minutes left on the show.
One more caller. All right. 917, you on there? 917, you there?
Next one, real quick.
720, you there?
Yo, since y'all closing it out, I just want to say your nerves. Fuck you, him too. Please, swimsuit. Yeah, that's what's up, though. All right, y'all. I'll holler at y'all later.
Who do you think won, Clips or?
Oh yeah. I already gave my opinion earlier. X Factor took that, man. I think Clips was like the talk was just super overhyped. Like I think he just didn't even meet up to the standards that they was making it sound like. But I don't even like X Factor like that. But I think he got Clips, man. I don't know. So now I think he's about to have a problem with Big T because I don't know.
Yeah. All right, calling in, man.
No, man.
Go ahead.
You know, thank you for the fans. We put a little longer. I'm fucking tired. Thank you for everybody that listens to the show. Yeah, I mean, hit me at Street Star NORBE. Hopefully tomorrow. We don't stay as long because, you know, it's whatever. But check us out tomorrow night, 1 a.m. Street Star NORBE at Twitter. Holla at your boy.
Thanks for Nate. Thanks for John. Thanks for Peasy. Hip Hop Psycho. URL Battle Rap Arena.